Hey, welcome back. It's the Thirsty Thursday edition of Liquid Lunch on Newsmax TV. I'm John Tobacco. We're coming to you today live from the Question Tequila Studios. We're at our little Liquid Lunch outpost here in downtown New York City, right on Broadway, right down the street. The Dow continues to recover from a dip this morning of almost 100 points. Maybe some of those fears about the China trade talks have been allayed for now. We'll wait on that. But the big news, the big carnival, the big show that's in town is the impeachment. We all got to watch it, although the majority of Americans are stopping even watching. But to break it down, one of the best pros I know, Republican strategist and crisis communications expert, E. O'Brien Murray, joins us. And we're in a crisis here.
Yeah.
We are forced, as a television program, to cover these ridiculous impeachment hearings. We have a crisis.
You realize how much the impeachments overshadowed even Democratic debate? How does that happen? A presidential debate.
Nobody even talking about
the impeachments are all, what happens now in January when you've got, right now, what do you got? 74 days to Iowa.
Well, what happens when come November if Trump's removed from office and then reelected? You know? Can you imagine?
Yeah,
it would explode.
He's not going to be removed from office. This is the funny part. This is a waste. $30 to $50 million was spent on the collusion delusion, which turned up no crimes, no collusion, no American participated with the Russians, no obstruction, no nothing. And now we start again with the Intelligence Committee, this committee. What are they doing with us?
What about right now? We can't pay our bills. We're about to run out of money in this country, and Congress is focused on this, a partisan hearing, not a bipartisan hearing. And you talked about impeachment earlier, and no one's been removed from office and so forth historically. But they are now more focused on this in a partisan effort than worrying about paying America's bills and making sure our debt doesn't go bad. What does America come to when you do that?
OB, I want to ask you this. How sick is it when you say it's a partisan effort and all this stuff? The word Burisma and the word Biden is being said in every other Democratic sentence. Burisma, Biden, Burisma, Biden, Burisma, Biden, right? That's the semantics of it are crazy. Then the Republicans say, all right, well, let's bring in Hunter Biden. Let's ask him a few questions. What'd you actually do for Burisma? Did you ever talk to your dad and tell him that you wanted the prosecutor eliminated? But the Democrats won't even let the key subject be interviewed. That's why I say it's a kangaroo court.
Well, not just the key subject, an important subject that has a narrative here. And by the way, if they call me, chooses not to come, so be it. Then Joe Biden can answer why his son won't come. You know, we have issues right now with who's coming and testifying and who's not. I heard the other day that John Bolton was on the train yesterday from Washington to New York while the hearings were going on. He wasn't even watching it. I'm sure maybe on his phone he was doing something. But that's how disengaged he seems to be.
I hope he wasn't talking to the president on his phone because someone next to him may have heard the whole conversation verbatim.
I love those one-sided conversations on Amtrak, though. You always hear somebody talking about something. That is good, though. That is a good one.
That is a good one. Not quite as good as Cory Booker's begging for money yesterday in the Democratic debate. Now, the DNC has established a pretty interesting threshold for how to determine who qualifies for these debates. It's a mixture of poll numbers and campaign contributions, and as of now, Cory Booker has not yet made the debate stage for December. He's trying to change that. This is Cory Booker yesterday.
To be here tonight, I have not yet qualified for the December stage and need your help to do that. If you believe in my voice and that I should be up here, please go to CoryBooker.com. Please help.
Is that going to be an effective
message? Everybody watching debate supports the Democrats if they like him at that moment.
By that time, everyone was sleeping, first of all. And if you really want to shock the world, maybe you should come out of the closet. You know, you want people to believe in you and invest in you, you should tell them what you are. No one knows what he is. I don't know what he is. The last time he said what he was, he said, I am Spartacus.
But let's...
So, you know...
That's when he jumped the shark, the Spartacus thing. As far as I'm concerned, I've said that many times. But going back right now to... the Democratic debate and the qualifications. You mentioned Bloomberg earlier, now announcing and so forth. What they're doing, and I've talked to Democratic operatives all over this country, they are spending so much money to try to get people to donate $1 to qualify. It's great for Republicans.
Yeah.
Well, Spire's, but he's also doing it as a self-funder, so he's wasting his money. But when you're raising money in a campaign, you got to spend $2 to make one or $10 to get one.
No, Steyer, it's known that he was paying up to $5 in social media marketing to get a $1 donation.
So Cory Booker does it here for
basically
free,
paying people off.
But how many times does it behoove the Democratic Party to do this. You could have a situation that Mike Bloomberg is at 10% nationwide, better than half the people on that stage, and can't get on the debate stage. The Republicans didn't do that last time.
They don't make the podiums.
I love the fact that the Democrats are wasting money on this instead of contacting voters.
Well,
That's
Bloomberg
terrific.
got in late, so I don't think they have the little mini podiums yet for him. They probably got to wait till the next one. I don't know.
As a short person, John, I resent that. But
you're much taller than Mike
Bloomberg. At this
Bloomberg,
point, you were on our show 2 months ago, and you were saying, before anybody really, that the candidate that you identified with the best ground game and it was really starting to pick up momentum was Elizabeth Warren.
Sure.
And it was sort of her ascendance that seems to have precipitated the 911 call to Mike Bloomberg and Deval Patrick to make sure she's not the nominee. With Patrick in the race, with Bloomberg in the race, how do you see the nominating contest playing out at this point?
Sure.
Before we get to the general.
I don't think Deval Patrick is a factor here other than taking up other oxygen at this point. He's not raising the money. He had an event last night. 2 people were there. Apparently he didn't do it, according to something I saw on Twitter. I think what Mayor Bloomberg is going to do is really take over the center of the party and see what can be done. What you saw here now with Warren and Medicare for All, and everybody going, oh my God, this is the way the party's going. Her numbers were going, but Buttigieg, they jumped over to him. Anyone uncertain said, hey, I'm going over there. They liked it better. That actually validates what Mayor Bloomberg's trying to do.
You know what I think?
And what he's going to do, Super Tuesday right now, that's the big day. 102 days away. 74 days to Iowa, 102 to Super Tuesday. Mayor Bloomberg will be spending money nationally. No other candidate you saw last night on stage has done it or can do it.
So it sounds like you think there's a scenario in which Bloomberg could be the nominee.
A scenario, yes. I wouldn't bet the ranch on it. But when you have somebody has never done this before in this country, when we've done this, nationwide TV blitz on primary, you've never seen that.
Right.
I want to be the TV buyer.
Well, so give us a prediction as to say how you make. We're going to hold you to this.
You're going to hold me to
let's write it down.
We give you credit for being right about.
Where's my mic? I'm going to cover my mic up at this point. No. I think you could see a Buttigieg Warren ticket at the end of the day, or Warren Buttigieg, whichever way you go at that point. I also think if you get Bloomberg in there, you could do Bloomberg. And I don't know if you're going to get a Harris in there or not, but those are the 2 that I would see sort of popping up. So Bloomberg has to go with a woman, preferably a minority, if he does that nationwide, and somebody with Washington experience. No, Biden will not. Biden, I do not see. I've said that.
You don't think he makes it to the finish line?
No.
As it stands now, he's limping through the primaries. His teeth are falling out. His eyeballs are bleeding sometimes. No, I'm serious.
The political word I was using, he plateaued.
He looks like he's breaking down.
He plateaued, and I got to believe in inside or in his campaign, the panic where they did a super PAC, where they've done these things, are all new. And going, oh my God, this is the plan we had. We got to change it up.
And he can't raise any money. I mean, he's getting blown out of the water.
Well, you've got 41 days now to the fundraising cutoff.
Yeah.
I mean, I have this day count. I've joked.
I love it. I love it.
I wrote them down so I have to go to the phone on it.
Obi comes down with all the stats: 100 days, 72 days,
and a Sharpie, just like President Trump.
But the important
President Trump uses the Sharpie.
I got the blue one. He's got the black one. Though.
We got to take a quick break. We got a news break.
You got it. Thank you.
E. O'Brien Murray, Republican strategist, joins us again. We'll take a quick break, check out some news. We'll be back at you right after this.